Hi, and welcome to Birds of Bottle.
We've got to think about Christmas wines.
And we want you to have a think about Christmas wines too.
And we're looking at wines for the big day.
Yes, whether you want to go classic or maybe you want to be a bit alternative.
Yeah, and if you're interested in fizz, as a lot of us are, make sure you tune in to our fizz video on the 19th of December.
Yeah. Now, Mel and I tend to be a bit trad, don't we?
We do, really.
But this year, we're both in new houses, we've both got new kitchens.
Yeah, or in my case, I've got a pile of IKEA flat packs, a great big long list, and only 2 weeks to go. Hurrah!
So anything could happen.
So our first delicious Christmas wine is this Meursault. It's from Vincent Girardin and it's called Le Limousin. It's the 2011 vintage and it's $29.99 from Waitrose.
A lot of money. A lot of money. We know it's a lot of money, but now is the time, isn't it? Christmas is the time if you want to push the boat out to serve something like this.
Yeah.
It really is. And even if, like Mel, you might be sitting on a pile of flat packs using your new double oven as a table, Christmas will be fabulous with this wine, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
It would be enough to make Christmas great.
And actually, we've chilled this quite a lot, and what I would say is do not give it half an hour in the fridge, but bring it out in good time. You want it sort of just a bit cold, not freezing and chilled, because otherwise it's not going to smell. And this is an expensive wine. Oh, it's gorgeous.
It is. I'm getting sort of butterscotch and
yeah, but it's not loudly oaky. Some white Burgundy can be really loud on the oak front, and this isn't. Oh. It's very rich. It's a great big wine, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'm sort of lost for words because
That's your lost for words voice, isn't it?
yeah, this would make my Christmas day. Forget about the presents. This would make my Christmas day.
It's really, really good, isn't it? It's got
depth, depth, and beautiful acidity, and just a layer of
yeah. I hope if you're
taste.
serving this in a group, people would notice how it's so depressing if you serve something extraordinary and everyone's just chat and throwing it back like it's Tizer. This is just beautiful.
Well, my friend and I once had a Christmas where we served something else in the kitchen because we didn't think anyone else would appreciate it.
Oops. I could be tempted to that.
Now, this is obviously going to go with your turkey, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
It's got that richness.
It's got enough of everything to set up against really tasty trimmings and all that stuff. Now, while we all want to give someone a Christmas they'll never forget, a la John Lewis ad, sometimes things don't quite work out that way, do they?
No, they don't. I mean, I thought this year, in the fab new house, I tried to be a bit all, Kirsty Allsop,
Yeah.
and make my own mincemeat. But my oven is so hot that I have just now a row of jars that are filled with what looks like rabbit droppings in treacle.
Yum.
If you think Burgundy's a bit classic and pricey, then how about the lovely Baron de Lay Tres Vignes White Rioja 2008, which is available in larger branches of Tesco and online there at $12.99.
What you might not be able to see is this is the most beautiful, and I've got a little more than Sandra, which that's the way I like it to be, very beautiful golden colour.
It is, it's absolutely
And this is oaked,
lovely.
as the last wine was.
And it smells gorgeous as well.
I
It
never
really
think,
does.
I wouldn't have thought anything could smell better than the Meursault, but gosh, that smells gorgeous.
This is a truly special White
Mm.
Rioja, isn't it? And we love Baron de Lay. We have recommended quite a few of their reds. And
Taste the wine. It's beautiful. It is oaky. You need to like oak, don't you?
you do.
But it has so much rich fruit. It's not abrasive, it's creamy and fat, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
I
creamy
think
and
Mel
fat.
has said it all, really.
Oh,
That is a glass. That is a very good glass.
Yeah.
And £12.99.
Yeah, it's a bargain.
That is definitely special enough for your Christmas day.
Yes,
isn't it?
absolutely. And what it's going to do is it's got so much about it. It's going to be able to manage your cranberry sauce, your bread sauce, your parsnips, maybe with a bit of parmesan on them. Yeah, lovely turkey skin. Yeah, Yorkshire puddings perhaps. I know, your crunchy, extra crunchy roast potatoes, maybe cooked in goose fat. Yum.
You know, it's an endless list of things that you've got to match it to, isn't it?
And it does well.
And I will be doing that on the Aga that my husband insisted that we keep.
Bitter, Sandra?
And we haven't even learned how to turn it on yet.
Oops, so Sandra's going to be juggling the top oven, the bottom oven. She's going to be swearing. She's going to be sweating. And more importantly than all those things, her culinary name will be at stake.
Yeah, my reputation.
Yeah.
Methinks the only thing that will be roasting will be my husband's chestnuts.
So our first red is the Louis Jadot Bone Premier Cru 2010 vintage, which is £25 in Majestic, reduced to £20 if you buy two until the 3rd of Feb, or it's $20.99 in Waitrose, reduced to $16.79 until the 2nd of January.
It's a lot to remember, isn't there?
It's
It's a lot
tricky,
to remember
Jamie.
all these prices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is back to the classics, back to Burgundy, and it's Pinot Noir, which works really well with Christmas lunch. It's going to go with your turkey, it's going to go with all those red things,
Yeah.
red cabbage, cranberry sauce.
Yeah, pigs in blankets.
Yeah, it's going to...
And smell it,
Yeah,
just smell it.
absolutely.
Ooh. Now, we put it in big burgundy glasses, and actually it looks like there's hardly any there because it's such a big glass, but it does let it breathe, and that's something about Pinot Noir, isn't it? It is so aromatic.
Yeah, it's worth opening it a little bit before lunch just to let it all come through, isn't it?
Oh, it's 2010, it's just developed a little bit, so it's not just the sort of cherry flavour. You've got all these other, all the composty, undergrowthy,
Yeah, sort of.
roast meaty sort of smells coming out.
Yeah.
Oh,
You could say so much about this wine, but really I think our expressions say it all.
fabulous acidity. It really makes your cheeks, whatever it is your cheeks do.
It does. They sort of move upwards and outwards. It's so bright. It's so bright. And that's what you need when you've got all that rich, I'm going to say heavy food for Christmas, but it is. You've got loads of it. And a lot of those things are heavy. This will just balance
It's refreshing,
so
isn't
well.
it?
It is refreshing. It's an expensive wine that's just refreshing but not light. And it has fullness, it has depth, it has...
But it doesn't have tannin.
No.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's really easy to drink.
Yeah.
So yummy. Now, on top of all my will the kitchen be ready or not drama, there's another thing, which is that technically we need to knock a wall down between now and Christmas. Otherwise, the very long Happy Families table is not going to work at all.
So what you'll be doing is, as people arrive, handing out sledgehammers maybe, so that so that they can knock the wall down. Otherwise, half of the family will be sitting in one room and half the family will be sitting in another.
Actually, that could work. I think, for some families, maybe that's a bit of a bonus. I mean,
Yeah, I can think of a few.
Yeah. I can imagine the kids shotgunning not to sit with smelly Aunt Agatha.
Yeah, that would be a result, wouldn't it?
Actually, it would.
Now, if you prefer your Pinots a bit more fruity, then this Novas Grand Reserve Pinot Noir 2011 might be just your thing. It's available from Morrison's at $9.99. And I'm just going to say, screw cup on the table, Christmas Day.
No. If you've got a decanter, it sounds a bit wine snobby, doesn't it? But put it in a decanter, it just doesn't seem very special if it's in a screw cap somewhere.
No. And Mel would want to do that anyway because she doesn't like blue on wine bottles. Not sure what the logic is there.
Just don't like the look of it.
Yeah. Because it's a nice label, but let's just do it.
Now this is made by Emiliana, they're a Chilean producer, very good. This is from Casablanca, but they're organic, and some of their wines are even biodynamic. Really, really excellent producer, if I haven't said that already.
I can smell it. It smells very ripe.
Doesn't it?
Right.
It's really,
wafting out
really
of the glass.
aromatic.
Now, that sort of ripeness is going to go, and a sweeter fruit is going to go, isn't it, for things like that red cabbage and that
Again.
cranberry sauce.
Oh, it's really lovely. It's clearly New World.
Yeah.
It's got more alcohol. It's more rich and fruity. And there are some people who just don't like that red burgundy thing. You know, they're a bit French, can I say? Whereas this is fruity and easier.
But I am still getting quite a nice little, you know,
Oh, yeah.
bright,
It's got
cheap,
lots of acidity.
wobbling thing going on. So yeah, so you've got that to balance with all that rich, heavy food, but you've got the more ripeness there as well.
It really is very, very Pinot Noir, if I can say that.
And it tastes like, it may not be a classic wine, but it tastes like a classy wine for $9.99, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed with this. Now, I know a lot of us would like to think we could have the perfect Kirsty Alsop homemade Christmas. I know I would.
Yeah, with hand-sewn stockings for individual guests.
Yeah.
and in all the weekends up to Christmas, the beaming children help you make homemade wreaths and write out your Christmas cards and make your mince pies. Have any of you met my children?
Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it?
No.
Well, I have this fantasy, you know, guests arrive, family arrive, fires are roaring. My mince pies, which don't look like they are made with rabbit droppings, are fragrant from the oven. Everything's in its place, organised, beautiful, and I'm there, calm and chic with my tasteful decorations.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's going to happen too.
Dream on, Sandra.
Next, we have a port for you, and this is the Taylor's Late Bottle Vintage 2008, which is available from Sainsbury's at $14.90 usually, but it's down to £10 until New Year's Day at 1st of January.
And this is the classic Christmas treat. I love it when someone says, "Ooh, what about a port?"
Oh yes, be it, you know, with a little bit of cheese, you know, a smidgen of Stilton perhaps.
Has anybody ever seen Sandra's smidgen of Stilton?
Well, I'm a bit of a cheese monster.
Oh, it'd be good with Downton, it'd be good with Midwife, it'd be good with Sherlock, you know. This is all about Christmas, isn't
Even
it?
the news.
It'd be good with the news.
Now, it smells slightly spicy.
Yeah,
Christmas.
dark.
Yeah,
It
does.
looks dark.
It does.
Yeah, now this is late bottle vintage, so it's not the pale sort of tawny type, but as the name suggests, it's been bottled late, which has the advantage that you don't have to decant it. All the stuff has already settled, so you've got something that's ready to drink and easy.
Although it looks quite nice decanting it, because again, it looks quite nice on the table. We've got
Yeah.
a posh decanter that you never use for the rest of the year.
Yeah. It's got a dark bramble, hasn't it? It's like
Spicy.
bramble jam
Yeah.
with some alcohol, and it is a savoury, spicy gorgeousness.
But it has those echoes of those Christmas flavours, doesn't it, about it? You know it's going to go with that time of year and everything that you're eating and drinking.
It just smells of Christmas.
It does.
It does. I'm wanting an after eight. I'm wanting some quality street.
Yeah.
It's that time of day.
And this would be really good with your Christmas cake,
Yeah.
if I ever get round to icing it.
Yeah. Or I think shop-bought mince pies might be the way to go, Sandra.
Yes, it might be, mightn't it? Yes. But it's also good for that late part of the evening, you know, you'll settle down on the sofa, fire's roaring, you're relaxing.
Yeah, and everyone's looking for grandma's glasses.
Again. For our final wine, we have a port alternative for you, which is this Martinez Marsala Superiore Reserva, which is available from Marks and Spencer at $6.49, and that's for a half bottle.
Now, we normally think of Marsala as being a cooking ingredient, don't we? You know, chuck it in a tiramisu or zabaione. But Marks and Spencer's have chosen this Superiore Reserva, which is has to be aged for 4, but in fact theirs has been aged for 5 years. and it's sold as a drink rather than as an ingredient.
And beautiful dark sort of mahogany colour to it, hasn't it?
Now it's made in Sicily. It's a fortified wine. It's made from 3 grapes generally. It's a Grillo, Catarratto, and Inzolia. And the smell is burnt caramel.
It is, isn't it?
Really lovely.
Beautiful.
It's sweet.
Yes.
It's got that burnt caramel.
It has, that's it, but lovely burnt caramel.
It's a bit
Sort of-
Christmas cakey.
Yeah, it is a bit Christmas cakey, and it's going to go with all that stuff. It's going to go with your Christmas pudding. It's going to go beautifully with cheese.
Yeah.
Where you could put port, you could put this.
Yeah.
Couldn't you?
Yeah. Lovely with cheese.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Really, really smooth,
Mm.
little hit of alcohol, but absolutely delicious.
Yeah, but it's not fire, is it?
No,
Really
isn't.
nice.
And it goes on and on your mouth. Absolutely.
Little bottle. Actually, you could take it as a present somewhere. Just a little idea. Yeah. Very nice.
So, whether you've gone the classic route or you want to take the alternative path, whether your Christmas is going to be a tribute to Kirsty or whether you're going to buy everything ready-made online, there's still a lot to juggle, isn't there, on the big day?
There's a lot going on. I mean, even if we get our kitchen in, I've still got the worry that my induction hob, my first induction hob, is going to reject a crucial pan at a really bad time.
Yeah, I mean, my fridge that I've inherited here, it's already icing my vegetables. If only it would ice my cake too.
So here's hoping you have a Kirsty perfect Christmas.
Yeah, happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.